caught and tangled. Oh, hi guys. Valerie's drawing with fire. As you can tell, it's the holiday season and it's well on its way. I thought I'd take a minute from this mess and show you a card that I came up with. Specifically, this guy. Now, I found a paper I had never heard of. It's birch wood with a paper back. So we're going to make the card out of this and burn on it. Stick around. This is the tag for the birch wood paper. I wanted to make sure you could see it and see how it's labeled in case you need to look for it. So here we are using Desert Sands, the lightest dye ink I could find, on a stamp to transfer a pattern versus my typical graphite paper. I thought this would go a lot quicker and the ink would blend in with the burn. It worked great. Now on this paper I am burning like I would any other piece of wood, and it burns just like any regular piece of wood. Watch your heat, and the ink did not cause a problem. I was really happy with it. So it's definitely a way to take your stamps and use them in a more creative way than you would normally think about. I was happy I found this paper. One place I don't burn on this is the outer line of the top part of the hat. When I go to color, I'll blend that in. I didn't want it to look completely outlined, so I didn't burn that one part of the hat. Okay, now that we have spent time, in fact I spent 45 minutes because I was playing with the paper, burning the dog. I'd never used this paper before and never seen it. I found it on Blick. I'll have the link down in the description for you. Now we're going to add color. I'm using the Polychromos, but if you don't have them, you can use any color pencil that you do have. Make your supplies work for you. And I also used a paper stump for blending. Now that I got it at Michael's. It's just a regular paper stump, nothing special, but I did use it to help burnish into the grain so that the color would stand out a little smoother and a little brighter. So now we're off to the coloring. So here I'm using the Polychromos, and one of the reasons I picked these is they're a little more translucent, and that allows the burning to show through a little bit better. So as we go through this, I do color over where I've burned some of the shadows, and you will see that the shadow or the burn still comes through great and isn't hidden. So this is my first switch over to the blending stump. I do it pretty much in between every color, every layer, to really push it down into the green. As you can see, the green is very pronounced, and I want it to really be in there to give it more depth and just brighter color. Now here I'm checking my red color with the color of paper I had picked out, and I did not like how the warm red was next to the cool red. So here I switched my reds to help try to bring that color in. Ultimately it didn't work, and I ended up switching the color of the paper at the end. Now it's time to put the card together. The birch wood I cut to 4 inches square, and the card base is 5.5 inches squared. And this is where you get to see my inexperience of putting a card together. I don't think I did too bad, but don't judge me on that. And we're done. Yes, you can definitely have this go a lot quicker with a family assembly line. Have the movie on, have the hot cocoa going, and while you're burning, other people can color in your project, and the kids can help tape and glue and add all the embellishments you'd like on your card to make it personal. Definitely something I would spend more time doing. I hope you enjoyed it and have a happy holidays. Don't forget to hit the like button down below and that subscribe button. We're almost at 300 and I'm so excited about this. Thanks guys. Happy burning. Bye.